So because life is life, and not all things, you can't do a lot of things all the time with enough consistency, we kind of took a break from the Elven Kingdom campaign, mostly due to scheduling with some of the other people, and just, I can't quite remember, but several stuff. So, the player that plays Thea, I went over to her house and we played a one-shot with her little niece that's about 9 years old, and her mom, kind of to get them introduced to D&D and kind of stretch my muscles of DMing in a weird way. We had them all, so I had them all play as fairies, and didn't do it at like normal stat blocks of D&D, so there was a lot more role play and a lot more kind of goofy. We used a little bit of D&D rules, but not a lot. But this was before Krakoa, and I reused this little bit of piece in there, as this was part of the Fey Forest. I also had this so that way, if the Elven Kingdom campaign was going to go on like I thought it was, Thea would have been able to meet these fairies herself and get to know, build the world and have a little bit of fun when she meets herself. So with these characters, we had Minnie, Poppy, and Luciana. I want to say that Thea was either playing Poppy or Luciana. I can't quite remember which. I actually believe it was Luciana because that's the one that has the picture that's colored. So yeah, Poppy was probably... No, it actually might have been Poppy. They're all kind of colored, so it's all can't quite remember. But I had them as the story of, in the Feywild, Lucy-Anne and Poppy came from the Feywild through a portal to what was later called the Fey Forest in Krakoa. And that's where they met Poppy, or that's where they met Minnie, and her mom, who is the queen of the forest fairies. So just kind of those three as kind of friends of each other. They'd spend their days kind of like how you'd see in like the Tinkerbell fairy shows. Playing with water, playing with animals. And they'd be in charge of protecting the portal from any bad Fae coming from the Feywild through it, and also protecting the forest from anyone trying to get into the forest. So we had fun there of kind of having them tell me what they wanted to do, and they'd do it. We had them chase off some people that were trying to enter the forest. They do little things like have them talk to bees and have them go after them. Have them try to talk to friends. Found a cute little picture on Pinterest that kind of looked like a fluff ball that could have been like a tiger with a little horn on the top. So I said, it's a horned tiger cub, which I ended up using for Krakoa again. And how it tried to scare off the people by doing a little roar, and thinking it succeeded because they were actually attacked by bees, and some of the other fairy magic, but just did a little roar as little tiger cub being proud of himself, thinking that he's scared off the people that were entering the forest. Cute little experiences like that we'd do with them. We also had them face a red cap that came from the Fey Forest. Just kind of this stuff of getting them used to RPing, to role-playing, and just kind of having fun with the rules, and just a cute little thing that we were doing every once in a while to get everything fine. And it was a nice little break as we kind of waited in between some of the Elven Kingdom stuff.